What was your experience in King College?
I was very lucky to be part of King's. Part I specialised in, one, national security strategy. The second part, Russian politics.
When you say political polarization?
Political polarization is the idea that on any question, whether it's like being left-wing or right-wing or being pro-EU or Brexiteer, you get further and further and further away.
Yeah.
One of the really good examples of the way that Foresight's used in peace building, conflict resolution, is a case study in South Africa with a man called Adam Kahane.
If you were to be a politician right now, what are like few things you'd like to change?
The main issue that I care about is the long-term focus of the United Kingdom and its policies. But that same two-bed flat in Putney will probably cost you £900,000, or some there or thereabouts, depending on how nice it is. So that's 30 times. That's 30 times your salary, right? So it's effectively 10 times less achievable, and that has to change. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Then the kind of middle, especially the professional classes, really difficult. Really difficult to have children.
The pipeline of workers, the less people are coming out, the more you rely on people outside of your country.
The issue with that is that you give up control of the education system. It's just politically impossible. Political suicide.
Yeah. But what advice would you give to someone starting a career in international relations?
Figure out how to ask a really interesting question of somebody and just watch them open up.
Donald Trump has become the president. What sort of change do you see?
It's a movement that wants to take America as a secular state and turn it into more like a theocracy. So that is to remove the distinction between church and state in America. And this is terrifying because
it's like going back to the old times.
Very similar to what is in Russia right now. The Russian Orthodox Church has been such a big proponent of the war in Ukraine and provides the justifying narratives in favor of the war in Ukraine.
One positive thing that might happen because Donald Trump is in office.
There's a certain theory about Trump called the madman theory. And that's the idea that he's so unpredictable that people don't mess with him. And the Prime Minister had to stand up and say, and refute the comments, push back against it. Never before has some tech billionaire had such influence on British policy such that they've had to actually address it.
It's in one word, it's crazy.